going out to eat. Okay, I knew I shouldn't have let you convince me to come with you. This is your place, isn't it? You are a total weirdo, aren't you?
Ding dong.
Keep it down. Keep it down. No, it's not my place. Just hang on a sec.
What the hell is this?
You'll see.
Oh, hi, son. It's just you. And who's this?
This is totally awkward and a complete mistake. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be rude, but I'll be going and let you choose.
Don't you go anywhere yet. We haven't even met. Introduce your friend, son.
This is,
Well, we only just met this afternoon, actually, ma'am. He said he was taking me out to dinner, but it's not really dinner time, and your lovely home is not a restaurant. So I'm thinking maybe we've had a miscommunication again.
Oh, nonsense. Come in. You can't stand on the porch all day. If my son brought you over, then that means he's got a good reason. Let's just give him the benefit of the doubt, shall we? He only ever brings the most interesting ones to meet me.
thank you, Mother. Oh, it smells like you're cooking something.
Oh, you know I'm always cooking something. Either that or doing CrossFit. Gotta stay in shape, you know, keeping my strength up till the day I die. Age is just a number, right?
You said you had an ailing mother. You said she couldn't do things for herself anymore. This woman is nowhere near needing help.
You mean nowhere needing your kind of help, right?
Oh, it actually does smell very good in here. What are you making?
Oh, just something I threw in the crock pot this morning. I like to keep it simple.
So, you live alone? Sorry, I didn't mean to pry.
It's okay. Yep, I'm on my own now, except for when my boy comes home, which he says is never often enough. And I keep telling him to get a life and stop worrying about me.
My friend here is in the elder care business, Mom, so I'm sure she understands that I just want to help.
Look, I might be lonely or need help from time to time, but I'm not decrepit or old. Not yet. Is that why he brought you here? To convince me to slow down? Are you two here to gang up on me? Is she some sort of professional you've called in to tell me I need a roommate or something? Well, why don't you two sit down here at the table and let me get us some wine from the cellar. I'll be right back.
She likes you already.
You have a real problem.
You don't say.
I mean, your mother looks fine to me. In fact, she looks way too young to be your mother. You led me to believe your mom was a shriveled little thing who was on death's doorstep. And here she is, misfit and fabulous.
No, I never said she was shriveled or dying.
Well, I assumed if she needed some kind of elderly care.
Oh, you assumed. Yes, I know you assumed. You assumed a lot of things. Well, there is nothing wrong with me wanting to make sure that she has someone stopping by most days to keep her company and help her here and there when she needs it.
You basically want just want a hired companion for her?
And as it happens, she's my stepmom. My dad remarried when I was young, and I don't even remember my real mother. She's the only mom I've ever known. Who knows how old she is? Who cares how old she is?
I didn't mean... I'm sorry. I was just surprised.
I need to start traveling more for work, and I don't like the idea of her here alone all the time. Is that so wrong?
No, it's not. I get it. But your mother is just, wow, not what I expected. I hope I look like that when I'm her age.
Like what?
Well, she's strong, classy, confident.
Yeah, she's incredible.
I'm sensing there's more to your initial elder care inquiry than you're telling me.
Yeah, she had a boyfriend recently. I do not like him at all.
Ah, the boyfriend.
They're not together anymore, but I don't like the idea of her totally on her own after that.
But she seems independent and capable, though.
Oh, she is. She wants to be, but her being alone when I am out of town just really makes me nervous. The ex-boyfriend was too young for her. It felt weird.
Doesn't she have other friends? A support system?
Her closest friends just recently moved to be nearer their kids' families.
I see. So you want to hire a support system for her?
And deter any ex-boyfriends. What?
It just makes me think about how children become the parents of their elders. You realize you're parenting your mom a bit, right?
She needs looking after. And I'm her protector now. There she is now.
Sorry for my delay. I just took a few extra minutes to freshen up.
Oh, it's totally fine. I don't want to impose. We just dropped in on you unexpectedly.
It's totally fine. I don't want to impose. It's totally fine nonsense. I love visitors. So what's your story, dear? It must be a good one or you wouldn't be here.
Well...
Oh, I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but I'm just dying to know more about you.
Believe me, Mom, you should not be dying to know. And
Greg has a tendency to pursue women who need saving.
Mother...
Well, it's true. So, what's your damage, dear?
Wow.
Oh, you don't have to stand on pretense with us.
I can see that.
She and I met today under false pretenses. It was nobody's fault. Just a simple misunderstanding, really. She does a different kind of elder care, but I am hoping she'll leave her other job permanently and let me hire her to be your companion, Mom. That's why I brought her over. So you can interview her.
What?
How thoughtful of you. Isn't he a gem?
Most definitely. But before you put me through the Great Inquisition, you mentioned you do CrossFit. That's pretty impressive.
Yes. Would you like to see my home gym?
Mom, I don't think...
She wants to show me, and I want to see it. Greg.
I like her.
Oh, this is amazing.
I
knew she'd like it.
I don't know what you're worried about for her. She looks like she can protect herself.
Yeah, are you kidding? She's going to kill herself in here.
He worries about me too much. I call it my therapy space.
I hope you weren't lifting that without a spotter before we got here, Mom.
Oh, he worries about me too much.
You see, what did I tell you? She needs someone keeping an eye on her.
So, how did you get into CrossFit?
Oh, my ex-boyfriend was a CrossFit coach. I gave him the boot, but I kept the equipment. Worked out quite well, I'd say.
Yes, I guess it did. Didn't it?
To be continued. Thank you.
Nice. I love the backgrounds. They're so fun. All right. We have announced who's going next, and that is Rex's piece directed by Robert. What would you like us to do with cameras and mics?
Cameras off, mics can continue to be on so we can hear your chuckles if you have any.
Great.
All right. Okay, this is Table in the Air, a comedy by Rex McGregor. At the beginning of the play, Marie and Pierre Curie are inspecting a small wooden table. There are 3 chairs around it.
It's very light. but solid. No wires. We can rule out suspension.
No air pump underneath. We can rule out blowing.
Marie,
I can't believe you're taking this seriously.
you saw it with your own eyes. The table floated in midair.
It appeared to.
All 4 legs were off the floor at the same time.
You had magnetism?
I came prepared. No trace of metal.
Action then.
Her hands barely rested on the top.
Enough to suck you in.
I'm keeping an open mind.
You're risking your reputation as a scientist.
Gladly, to discover a force as yet unknown to science.
Darling, she's been exposed as a fraud many times.
Inconclusively.
She was caught slipping her foot out of her shoe. She cheats.
Certo, I cheat. I cheat.
You admit it.
Ma, si.
There.
Sometimes I cheat. Only sometimes. I am, how you say, pigra.
Lazy?
Like a bird on the ground. You go near, it walk away. Doesn't mean it can't fly. Flying is hard work. A seance is harder.
Oh, dear. I was about to request an encore.
What do you like to see?
You raised the table again?
Ofa, vabe, I do this for you.
How much?
You nice, handsome gentleman. For you, I do 1 lift free.
Is it included?
Not with nice, polite gentlemen.
Thank you, Signora Palladino.
Prego. Call me Sapia.
Sapia.
Was a big crowd tonight. I not catch your name.
Don't you recognize us? From the papers.
I not read papers.
Really?
I not read.
Oh, we are Pierre and Marie Curie.
Winners of the Nobel Prize for Physics.
What is this?
Don't tell me you haven't heard of the Nobel Prize.
Ah, ma certo. Big money. But what is this physics thing?
Oh, in Italian, fisica.
What is this?
Oh, a study of how nature works.
Including the law of gravity.
Ha! I laugh at this law. I break it every day.
Shall we begin?
Sit close to me, Pierre. Put your hand on my knees.
Oh, I'm not accustomed to touching a lady's legs.
Insisto, you must, to prove I not cheat.
May I suggest my wife?
No. I like a nice, firm, strong man grip.
Go ahead, Pierre, for science.
Oh.
Nice and soft, no? A change from bony.
Let's get on with it.
Oh.
Hands, control.
Us their routine.
John, flow through me.
Oh, amazing! The laws of physics must be rewritten.
Don't look at me. I can only write my name.
Oh, leave it to us. We devote our lives to this phenomenon.
Oh, joy.
We're twice blessed. First, radioactivity. Now, sapia activity.
Ah, your name for me, come dolce.
You'll win more than glory. A Nobel Prize.
Que cosa? Big money?
Enough for you to retire in the lap of luxury.
How I claim this?
Well, there's no guarantee. The committee decides.
Don't be a grump, darling. She's bound to win it.
Well, perhaps with our help.
Oh, you're nice, kind people. I split the prize with you. Is allowed?
Yes, Last time, a colleague received half the money for his discovery. Pierre and I shared the other half for our research.
Not fair. Should be 3. How you say, uguale.
Equal shares. You'd be willing?
Ma, see, 1/3 of big money, still big money.
First things first. Kindly roll up your sleeves.
Que cosa?
The clothes on your arms. Push them up, please.
What for?
We must assure the committee there's no chicanery.
I not understand.
Oh, I bet you do.
Marie.
What possible reason could she have for not complying?
I am not accustomed to show my naked arms to a gentleman.
Yeah, would you mind leaving the room for a minute?
Look here.
For science, darling.
1 minute. Humor, Sapir. Purely formality, I'm sure.
You think you are so clever.
You thought you were.
I have right to refuse insult.
Feel free. Say you're sensitive about your chubby arms.
You posh people always look down on us peasants. You never have struggled to make a living.
For your information, I was once a poor governess.
You live easy now.
I have no laboratory. I work in a shed.
At least you have a steady job.
At a university where women aren't permitted to teach.
You won a Nobel Prize.
Only thanks to Pierre. At first, only he and our colleague were nominated. The committee hadn't even considered a woman.
Allora, your struggle too should feel for me.
I do. I wish you'd find respectable employment.
This is all I know.
You possess extraordinary skills. Become an honest conjurer.
Ha! You ever hear of a female magician? Name one.
Eusapia Palladino.
The world accepts me as a medium. That's all it's ready for.
I'm sorry. I wish there was something I could do.
Let me carry on as I am.
Very well. You may keep your reputation as a medium.
Grazie.
As long as my husband keeps his as a scientist.
We have a deal.
What's the verdict?
I saw nothing up her sleeve.
Excellent. Now let's all work together.
No, your wife did not trust. I can't work without trust.
Oh, come now. I'm sure we can resolve matters.
Never. I will share the prize with my spirit guide, John.
I'm afraid spirits aren't eligible. Nominees must be living.
Prejudicio. I spit on your prize. I fart on it.
Oh, such a lost opportunity.
There'll be others. A company wants to make radioactive toothpaste for a glowing smile.
Oh.
End of play.
Well done. Well done. All right. Time for Lindsay and Rebekah's group. Rebekah, what would you like for us to do with cameras and mics?
Camera's off, but you can leave the mics on.
Okay.
So this is The Light Keepers by Lindsay Partain. In a universe where space is expanding at such a rate that stars have begun to disappear from the sky, Carmen is dreading her senior year of high school. Not only is this the first anniversary of her friend Dee Dee's passing fast approaching, but every year on homecoming, something devastating happens, Dee Dee being one of them. The night before school begins, Carmen goes into the hills to look up at the last star of the sky and makes a wish for change. And change it does. In a science-defying, history-making moment, the dimensions shift, overlaying like living film photography, opening up a window to a world where Dee Dee is still alive, where Carmen doesn't exist, and where Max's would-be twin, Maxine, needs them more than ever. The four are given the opportunity of a lifetime to see beyond the known reality. This is Act 1, Scene 1. Carmen sits beside a lone tree on the grassy edge of a hill, far away from city lights. She looks up at the last remaining star in the sky. It's a cool evening, and the wind sweeps around her gently. No, there is something poetic about this moment. Romantic, even though she is by herself.
There is no edge of the universe. No empty space for you to expand into. It is space itself that is expanding. Everything stretching, hurtling away from us. You have always been. Like you knew as soon as you exploded that whatever was cooking on this tiny rock could never be allowed to catch up. Because the risk of our trying to stop you, keep you, would be too great.
There you are. Jesus, Carmen, you can't just take off like that.
I've been right here.
Does your mom know that you're out?
Do your parents know you snuck out to come find me?
Yeah, touche. Look, it's late.
Sit on the grass with me for a minute. Come on, Max. Please.
Fine, but just for a minute. It's freezing and we both got class tomorrow.
Don't be such a baby. It's not that late.
It's almost 1 o'clock. It's late.
What are you, 30? It's just early. Come on. Put your phone away. I'll share my blanket with you so your butt doesn't get wet.
Oh, Santa Carmen, patron saint of my ass.
Oh, shut up and get over here.
What are we looking at? I don't see anything.
It's because your phone cooked your eyes. Here, shut them.
What?
Close your eyes. I'm going to touch your face. Don't freak out.
Don't hit me.
I'm not going to hit you. I'm just going to put my hands over your eyes.
All right, Santa Carmen. You need me to record this for the Vatican? You want to tell me what's going on, or do you need time?
Lately it feels like I'm falling off the face of the planet. Like I'm just slipping away. Then I stumbled upon a bunch of the old Hubble telescope photo records. Then I started doing a deep dive on all of those records. Started listening to astrophysicists to remember what it's like to feel awake, astronomers to help me sleep. Listening to them talk about all the incredible things that have been happening all around us.
Is this where you asked me where and when I was born? Because my auntie already did my chart like 3 or 4 years ago. I've got it on my phone if you want to see.
Astronomers, dummy. Not astrologists. I mean, I looked there too, eventually. Read the stories of the stars and our relationship with them. All of the amazing history and patterns and maps that our ancestors created using the night sky, thinking that it would be the one thing that would remain unchanged about the world as they knew it. But they didn't know it was running away. I mean, but how could they? They sentenced Galileo to life in prison for having the audacity to say that the Earth wasn't the center of the universe, right? Forced Socrates to poison himself for teaching the world to question and understand that we know nothing. For anyone to propose that the universe is a never-finished blanket would have been a social or an actual death sentence.
Fragile egos and weaker minds.
So we agree that the one unchanging thing is the minds of men.
Are you going to tell me what all of this has to do with you texting me about sneaking out and doing, I don't know, whatever it is we're doing? Witchcraft? Optometry?
I'm trying to let your rod settle.
Gross, Carmen!
Shut up! The rods in your eyes. It's the photoreceptor chemicals, the stuff that helps you see in the dark. It takes time to replenish.
How do you know all of this? You're barely old enough to drive. Last year you couldn't do fractions.
Okay, fractions are hard, for one. And you do realize our magic pocket bricks do more than just deliver dance challenges and political scandals, yeah? I was just curious, I guess, so I asked questions. I don't know. I was lonely and I went looking for a distraction.
So rather than going vegan, you decided that the best way to fix your feelings was to sit out on a hill in the middle of the night alone?
It sounds bad when you say it like that. No, I started reading about space and all of the elements that make up life on Earth. There's carbon and hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen. They're the most common elements in our known universe, and all of them can be found within us. Isn't that beautiful?
We're all a part of the same universe.
Or if you're romantic like me, we all carry the universe in us.
How long does it take to reset my photo, the sensors, my rod?
About 20 to 30 minutes.
Carmen!
Relax. I'm not going to make you sit here that long. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Look up. Well, what do you see?
A star.
It's the last star. There aren't many clear nights anymore between the smog and the light pollution, but it was so clear tonight. I had to come out and see her. She's the last star in the sky, Max, and in a matter of days, months, she'll be gone. The last to finally outrun us.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
I'm very sad.
yeah.
Did you ever see a shooting star?
In real life? Never.
When I was a little kid, I thought that I was watching a meteor shower. I was so excited. I remember I ran to grab my abuela to show her too, but when she saw the sky, she looked like she'd seen a ghost.
Oh, was that
The day the satellites fell? Yeah. I was too little to get it, but I'll never forget her face. She started praying with a panic I never saw before.
It's going to be up to us, you know?
What is?
It's, I don't know how you say it in a way that sounds cool. It's gonna come out like I'm trying to be romantic or flowery.
I won't tell.
It's going to be up to us to be the carriers of the universe, to hold the fire when the stars burn out and the sky goes black, to make sure our world keeps growing, expanding, changing. We all get to decide what to do with it.
You were right.
About?
That was really pretty. Pretty lame.
Suck a dick.
Don't worry, I won't tell anyone how horny you are for space.
Oh, spare me.
Wouldn't want anyone forcing hemlock on you for attempting to corrupt the youth with all your science and poetry.
True friend.
High school is bad enough. Let's not start senior year with the flu, please.
All right. All right. Let's go home.
And scene.
Yay! I'm so excited to talk about these pieces tonight. Okay. Greg and Jennifer are going to bring us home. Jennifer, what would you like us to do with cameras and mics?
Cameras off, mics on.
Okay.
And let me just scroll up. Okay, this play is called Fox Reliever by Greg Morneau. In the first scene, we met high school seniors Jay, Lexi, and Chuck. Jay and Lexi are code developers. Jay is working on a time travel app. And in the coming scene, is testing Lexi's lie detecting app on his parents. Scene 2, evening in Jay's home. Mom covers Pops in crystals as he lies sick on the couch, facing a TV remote in hand. Jay enters on crutches, holding his phone. His phone dings and buzzes throughout the conversation.
Hey, Jay, how was school?
It was all right, Pops. How are you doing? You feeling any better?
Oh, I can't complain. Want to watch the game with me? Maybe throw around the old ow.
Move, love. Can I get you anything to eat, Jay? I made some fried chicken.
I need to get more work done on the app. Hey, can I ask you a question?
It cost me a lot of time and money to make dinner, Jay. Don't wait till it's cold.
Moms, even cold, your fried chicken is some of the best in the world.
Aw, aren't you the sweetest boy?
I am, aren't I? What about selfish? Do you think I'm selfish?
No, of course not. It's selfish. You should stay away from them. You should only hang out with people who think the best of you.
Jay, remember when you were little, you promised you were going to get us out of this apartment and buy us a house when you grew up. Now, would a selfish person promise that?
Oh yeah, I had forgotten about that. See? I knew I wasn't selfish.
You deserve every good thing in life, Jay. You know that.
So do you, Pops. So do you.
What's that noise I keep hearing? Is my brain going wonky? Am I the only one hearing this?
It's just an app that Lexi made.
Have you asked that girl to the prom yet?
Oh, Lexi? No. No. The prom isn't until like spring, and she's been dating the same guy since she was like 5 years old. So, it's not gonna happen. Which is fine. I don't care. I'm gonna ask someone else.
Does she know about that line drive when you were little and how your cojones got shattered? Is that the problem?
You should tell her. Your father and I never keep any secrets from each other.
Never. Now, Spanish is such a beautiful language. Cojones.
Prom. Oh, what beautiful memories we had. Do you know we went to prom together? That was the night you were conceived.
How do I shut this off?
You were my first love and my last love.
And you were my first love and my last love. Of course, it was a different time. Things tended to get a little wild back then. You know, key parties and hammocks. Jello and mud.
The important thing is that after you were born, I held you in my arms and I just knew you were my son.
Of course he has fun. He has your eyes.
God damn it, how do I turn this off? I can't get it to shut off.
Let me make you a dinner plate. You could have been eating this whole time.
Yeah, in a little bit, Moms. Look, I need to get working on my own app now.
No, good luck with it. I'm sure you'll succeed at whatever you try. It's gonna be wonderful. Remember, Jay, there's more to life than just making apps or using apps. There's music, parties, dancing, fame, fashion, love. I don't want you spending your life in your room staring at a screen.
I know, Mom. I won't.
Jay goes to his room and closes the door as Mom arranges the crystals back on Pops. Scene 3. Weeks later. Morning on the train. Lexi and Jay sit together. Jay no longer has bandages or crutches.
I did it, Lexi! Lexi! I kicked its ass!
Whose ass? You didn't beat up Chuck, did you?
No. No, what do you think that I am? The app! Lexi, I finished the app!
Oh, congratulations. This is the one that proves the future's gonna be a shit volcano?
Yeah! But no, you were right. The future? The world? No shit volcano.
No? Cool. That's a relief. Had me worried there for a second.
I'm serious.
Okay.
I mean, here, look at my leg. They fixed it. Like, boom. Fixed it. It's perfect. They can fix things like nothing over there.
Fix things? Where? What are you talking about?
The future. 100 years from now, healthcare is like leaps and bounds from where we're at. They didn't even bill me. And this city, you wouldn't recognize it. It's so clean. There's medicinal gardens on top of buildings, hardly any cars. All you see are like trams and bikes everywhere because most people live in these like little communities where they don't have to go so far for everything. And they've got all these beautiful tree houses that people live in. Because, you know, the area floods sometimes and it's good to be off the ground. What else? The government, right? So there's like the Department of the Future, and that makes decisions for future generations. And then there's the Department of Peace, right? Instead of just the Department of solving problems with violence. What else?
JJ, settle down. Are you trying to tell me about a dream you had? Is that what you're doing? Because to be honest, whenever anyone tells me about a dream they had, I just zone out. Unless the dream's about me.
This wasn't a dream, Lexi! Look, I'm trying to tell you that I finished our app. The time travel app. What? I'm being serious!
Yeah, you sound serious!
I am serious! Look, I swear! Hey, will you test it for me?
The time travel app.
100 years in the future! You don't believe me? Look, use your lie detecting app and see that I'm telling the truth.
No, I don't think that app works. Unless it's true that my sister has talked to ghosts. But anyway, fine, I'll test it for you.
Hey guys, good morning.
What about right now? Look, we can go at the same time and I can meet you there. We'll need to find like a closet or like a bathroom to do it in.
Do what?
You know, so no one sees us. Vanish or implode or, I don't know, whatever happens when you cross over.
Cross over?
Vanish or implode?
I know it sounds strange, but you'll understand once you do it.
Do what?
Look.
What are we talking about?
Look, Jay. I'll test the app. I will, I promise.
Oh, you're just talking about another app. Can we talk about something else for once?
But after school, all right? After school. I've got an environmental club meeting, then a meeting with the guidance counselor, and I've still got to figure out where I want to go to college.
College? I thought we already figured that out. We're going to MIT together, aren't we?
Yeah, probably. But I need to come up with some backups, just in case.
And you already figured out where you're going to grad school together, too, right? And you already picked out the house you're going to live in, the names of your children.
Yeah, we figured it all out. Lexi's going to be an amazing scientist, and I'm going to be a doctor, either a cardiologist or anesthesiologist, whichever one makes more me.
Well, I say blow it off.
I'm not blowing it off, and I'm not ditching school.
Ditching school? Yeah, right. Lexi would never do that, and neither would I. That is unconscionable. I have zero respect for people who don't have perfect attendance. Still no smoochy smoochy?
Sorry, I still have that cold.
You know, some people go to a nurse when they have a cold, and others go to the movies or a play and cough the whole time.
I'll go to the school nurse, like Stat.
Good.
I promise.
Good, because I have to say, you look a little ill to me. Are you losing freckles?
No.
Really? It just seems like you have less than you used to.
I don't think so.
They're like my favorite thing about you. The freckles.
You know what? I have a friend who is in love with a girl who has freckles. She didn't like them, but he thought she was perfect with or without them.
Really? She sounds amazing. You boys ready? Here comes Silversation.
End scene.
Oh, good stuff, friends. Good stuff. Such a delight in being in the Zoom with you tonight. Alrighty, friends, we've reached the part of our night where we get to square up and offer a little conversation. We follow a loose Liz Lerman-esque format.